3 for 5 at OneYoungsta is recorded live in front of a mythical audience. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta doing his thing, giving you that street geek and nerd soul. Yeah, believe that and check it. It is Tuesday, so you know it's time for 3 for 5 at OneYoungsta, y'all. I missed y'all. It's been since Thursday since we dropped some dimes on y'all. So check it. Here's the thing we're going to talk about. First up is the topic of Wu-Tang Clan and some appreciation for the things that they brought to hip-hop. Now, I know people might have their feelings on whether Wu-Tang was really good or bad for hip-hop, but there's some things that you just cannot deny that they definitely put their stamp on. They truly, truly changed the game. So let's get into it. One of the biggest things that Wu-Tang did that kind of people started jocking on and they changed the game on is being able to have a group where everyone was able to have a sustainable solo album. Now, it's weird because, of course, everybody's solo album did differently. Some people, sold a lot. Some people did not sell as many as other Wu-Tang Clan members did. But you would see other crews try to follow this same method. And a lot of that stuff came during the mid to late 90s, where a lot of, bigger crews tried to have all right, we have our 10, 12, 20 people, rap group, but we want everybody to be able to have a little solo album, a side project or whatever. And it didn't work out so well for other groups. I'm not going to name names. You guys who were out there in the 90s know exactly who I'm talking about. One of those groups, my motorcycles were always heavily involved, but we're gonna leave it at that. There's many groups that we could name, but it's this ain't about that. It's about Wu-Tang. So another thing is being able to have such a large group with a cohesive vision. And what I mean about cohesive vision is, at least early on, you had this large group, and it even had your solo albums, but the RZA was still a major driving force in all of the all of the material. Even though he didn't produce every single track, he was still a very, very large part in the direction of this whole collective group, where we hadn't really seen that before. Also, Wu-Tang had a video game. A lot of people didn't know that. Wu-Tang, yes, had a video game. Wu-Tang even had some toys, which is crazy when you think about it, because it's who wants their kid playing with little Ghostface? Or maybe that's the greatest thing in the world, to have your kid having a little Ghostface around. But on top of that, they also brought a certain level of brand recognition with clothing. Now, of course, rappers have always brought clothing to the forefront, and fashion and things like that. But Wu-Tang not only represented their Wallabees and stuff like that, but they also introduced their Wu wear, which at the time was being repped so hard that it was truly, truly different from what other rappers were doing. And it really, really kind of, it kind of changed the game on how people were looking at style and looking at kind of pushing style and representing style. You would have full skits on based on nothing but Wu wear in their albums. These dudes would talk about dyeing, Wallabees half and half. Now next, also, they brought Wallabees to the hip hop game. Yes, Wallabees. I know y'all probably be sitting around thinking ain't that the stuff old white men be wearing? Nah. Straight kids from the streets be rocking them joints, son. Straight up kids from the slums of Shoalin rocking wallows, son. You know what I'm saying? Blue and cream. You know what I'm saying? Wearing different color Wallabees. Rocking a black pair, or rocking a black, shoe on one side and a yellow shoe on the other. Dying half and half. And it was just crazy the the amount of flair these guys put into the Wallaby game. When you look back at it, you're these guys pushed Wallabees and really had dudes rocking Wallabees real hard, at least on the East Coast. I don't know what was going on the West Coast at the time, but those are just some of the accolades. These guys went further and further, man. I mean, they got into acting, all kinds of stuff where these guys really kind of did a lot of hip hop first. But of course, chop it up with me below, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel the same way. You think I'm crazy. You think I missed a couple of things that were more important. Let me know, man. We'll chop it up below. And of course, next topic. Where the wangs at? Check it. Look, I'm here with my girl Lisa.
Hey.
That girl ain't. All she gonna do is say hey. I tell you.
I don't need to do all this. What? I don't know what all that is. I have no idea.
Anyway, today the fellas have come to ask you a question. When it comes to relationships, what hurts the most, and what do you pray that he never does to you?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I would say what hurts the most. Yeah, what hurts the most is when you're in a relationship with a guy and everything seems to be going really well. He's giving you no sign that, anything's wrong. And then all of a sudden, he just ends everything. That I think that hurts more than anything because you didn't see it coming, and you don't know what to do with that.
What, like just disappears? Like no calls, no nothing?
Either disappear, no calls, no nothing, or he just breaks it off. That kind of thing. That to me, that's the most hurtful thing because you don't see it coming. Everything's going great, everything's going fine, and then of course you find out later he had this whole other secret life going on. He about to get married, just stuff like that. That's hurtful because I think in that instance it's like you want to be able to go back and say, well, this was a sign and this was a red flag that I missed, and in those instances when there really wasn't and he just was being shady, what do you do? That's hurtful because you have nothing to really go back on. You can't say, oh, woulda, shoulda, coulda, because it's like, I don't know what I woulda, shoulda, coulda. I don't know.
Wow. Okay, so what you're saying is like when this happens, or let me ask this. When this happens, is it in most cases, is it a situation where he has something going on somewhere else?
I think in most cases, yeah.
All right. So is it safe to say, my brothers out there, that if y'all are out there disappearing from women's lives, that y'all got a picket fence somewhere with a lady and some kids, maybe a dog, a big screen TV that you ain't sharing with the woman that you faking with? Should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Should be ashamed of yourself. I don't even want to hear it no more.
It happens though. It happens. Honestly, it's happened to me before. It's happened to some of my friends before, and it's crazy because after the fact, when you talk to people about what they found out, it sounds like something on TV. I don't know what dudes. Well, I don't know what y'all are doing, but y'all watching too much TV. You got this whole other life. Got somebody else on the other side of town. Like the song say, and it's just like, what in the world? Like, why are you doing all of that? Because the thing is, I may not have known or she may not have known at the time, but it comes out afterwards, and you take the risk of, the woman you have your quote unquote real life with finding out too. You know what I mean? The world is a small place when you come down to it. Especially if you're doing your dirt in the same city. It'd
be like your aunties, cousins, best friends, little sisters, ex-boyfriend work with your girlfriend, your fake girlfriend, because your real wife is at the house. Now all of a sudden they done saw each other at the gas station or at the church, and then now they talking about, oh, ain't that your man? I thought he was married.
Yeah. And that's how that kind of crazy stuff happens. But I think to me that is the most hurtful thing because you don't really know what to do with that. You can't step back and say, oh, I did this wrong or I did that wrong or I missed this red flag or that red flag. So that's what's most to me and most hurtful because it's like, I don't know, you put in all of this time, you invested time and your emotions, and when you're in a place where it's like, this is good, we got a good thing going, and it's like, no you don't.
Alright, look, so all y'all fellas out there lying, riding around with tent on your cars, hoping you don't get seen with a baby seat in the back, still trying to holler at shorties at the club, you wrong. Yo, keep your butt at home. Yeah, it's the questions. I'm laughing because this episode of The Questions is brought to you by people that want to know if I'm watching sports or not. Now, a lot of folks may or may not know that my brother does Dunkin on Sports on YouTube, and you can catch him on Dunkin on Sports. That's Dunkin without the G on Sports. But I got some questions about this whole KD thing yesterday, and I guess I figured I'd do another questions episode. Yeah, I know I usually try to keep them to Thursdays, but I got so many emails, it was killing me. So here's the deal. The question, I pretty much just put all the questions into one. How do you feel about Kevin Durant going to Oklahoma City Thunder? Now, me, I don't really have a dog in the fight, so I mean, I guess, fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Playing Oklahoma, playing Golden State. But there seems to be like this fever pitch of people that are not happy about this joint. Now, check it. Before I get on the Oklahoma people, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get on the GSW people. Now, check it. And I ain't talking about a gunshot wound. I'm talking about the Golden State Warriors. Check it. Golden State Warriors, just like about 2 months ago, ain't have no love for Kevin Durant. But all these people on the internet that are Golden State Warrior fans, all of a sudden they're like, yeah, Kevin Durant coming on over at our team. Like, it's a great thing. Like, they all happy to see him rolling out the welcome mat and everything. Yo, y'all was just hating this dude yesterday. Fans be mad fickle, yo. Fans be mad fickle. Now, I'm going to get off of y'all Golden State fans. I'm going to get on to the Oklahoma fans. Now, Oklahoma fans, y'all been loving this dude for years. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you love somebody, you got to let them go. And if they come back to you, it was for real. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Cleveland. But check it. Look, Kevin Durant has played for y'all for, 10 years or something. I don't know. The boy been playing there forever. So, I mean, let him spread his wings. Let him lead. Like, imagine this. These cats was just in love with Kevin Durant yesterday. Now they burning his jersey. Like, what kind of bulls? Like, yo, you burning his jersey? Y'all some fickle mugs. Like, y'all some fickle mugs for real, yo. Like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, y'all should truly, truly take a look and reassess y'all life situation. If y'all as grown men are burning jerseys when y'all ain't burning nothing that has to do with any political, social, economic strategies. But I ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna get there. This ain't what this is about. This is the question about OKC. Now, so since I'm just hold down OKC, look, you guys have a great team. You guys will get another player. You guys do not have to be hung up on this dude that's left. You guys do not have to y'all don't have to burn jerseys. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all right. Y'all going to get another player and he going to be just as sweet. You know what I'm saying? He going to make shots and do slam dunks. All right, y'all ain't got to worry about all that. Now, to the situation of being able to leave a team. Because I've seen some articles, now this is outside of the question, but being able to leave a team shouldn't be a situation where everybody has to curse you out and curse your name forever just because you leave the team. And this is going back to the situation when I saw LeBron leave. LeBron had played for Cleveland for 8 years or so. So okay, there's people that I know. Well, let me go here first. LeBron played at Cleveland for 8 years or so, right? And he didn't get a ring. He wanted a ring and he didn't get a ring. So he went somewhere else to get that ring. Now, since we know that NBA and playing for the NBA is similar to just having a job for these guys, I know people that if they don't get a raise in 6 months, be talking about leaving. This fool stayed there for 8 years. He didn't get what he wanted, so he left. So why are y'all all mad at him for doing some stuff y'all would have did? If you was working at a job for 8 years, you ain't getting no raise, you be looking to leave. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference with Kevin Durant? He's been playing there. He hasn't gotten a ring. He's wanted a ring. Yo, he has to move on. Is honestly, if he's looking for a ring in his career, Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let the man do his thing. Anyway, that's just how I feel about it. Chop it up below. Let me know. Peace.
3 for 5 at OneYoungsta is brought to you by A Full Tang Design. Also sponsored in part by Naswip and Xrifo. Sweet